I told y'all I was going to come back and talk to y'all a little bit about Robyn Crawford's book, A Song for You, My Life with Whitney Houston. I'm not going to tell y'all everything, but I'll tell y'all this. I said why Sissy Houston do not like Robyn Crawford. Girl, that girl told all that lady business in this book. Yes, ma'am. She told all the business in the book, good and bad. If you like reading like I do, and if you like celebrity gossip like my nosy self, this is the book for you. So a little bit about the book. It jumped out for me in chapter 4. From beginning to end, the book is good. Girl, Robyn told us that Sissy Houston is not holier than thou. In fact, she insinuated that Sissy Houston was down there at the church messing around with the pastor, whom was also married at the time. She also tells us that Whitney Houston was messing around with Jermaine Jackson. She talked about the first time that they kissed and hunched on each other, they struggles and they bond that they kept after they stopped their sexual relationship. She also talked about, girl, this the part that took me out. Gary Houston introduced her to drugs, and her and Whitney did drugs quite frequently. When she stopped doing drugs, Whitney was still doing drugs. She also mentioned how when Whitney got with Bobby Brown, her hygiene went down. She insinuated that Whitney became nasty, girl. She was saying she wasn't bathing and keeping herself up like she did before she met Bobby Brown. Can you imagine? Robyn mentions all the artists that Whitney Houston worked with and how Whitney felt about them. According to Robyn, Whitney wasn't smart in school. She skipped school a lot and she wasn't fond of her mother, but she cared about her father a whole lot. My thing is, girl, how all this drugging was going on with Sissy Houston children, girl. Y'all supposed to be holier than thou, girl. She had some stone cold crackhead for some children. Girl, how did that happen in a holier than thou home? Is what I'm still trying to process, girl. How did that happen to her kid? Girl, Whitney and her brothers, all of them was drug addicts. She really did spill the beans in this book. I mean, the good and the bad. She didn't leave anything out. She started from the beginning to the end. She talked about Whitney's funeral also. She talked about how they tried to escort her and her entourage out like they did Bobby Brown. But that's just a little overview. Like I said, it's a good read. And if you like books, get the book. It's worth it. And if you don't like reading, get the Audible book. She's reading the Audible book herself. It's got what, like 23 chapters. It's a good book. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who may want to read it.